Mr. Douglas Face, thank you very much joining my show. You were Under Secretary of Defense under the Bush administration. Today I'd like to ask you about Okinawa, which is a political subject between two countries, Japan and the United States, and your new strategy in Western Pacific. The first, I'd like to ask you about Okinawa. How do you think about too much domestic decision by Hatoyama on Okinawa? Some Japanese people say it's silly and thoughtful decision. You made agreement with Japan.
Well, there are large considerations, and then there are some important local considerations. The large consideration, of course, is the nature and the quality of the U.S.-Japanese relationship, and the health of the alliance, the attitudes of the new governments in the United States and Japan toward that alliance. Do they want to maintain it? Do they want it to grow? Do they want to continue to cultivate popular support for the alliance? And then there are the specific local issues that have to do with noise and disruption, and those are also important in people's lives. When I was working on this issue during mostly during the first term of the administration of George W. Bush, we understood that there were legitimate local considerations. And we had this, by the way, not just in Japan, but in Korea, in Germany, and various other countries. And our attitude was, we want a good, friendly, healthy alliance. We want popular support for the alliance, and we want to remove, wherever necessary, unnecessary irritations to the public. And so we had I think, a very open attitude toward making reasonable accommodations on Okinawa, and we approached the negotiations with the Japanese, I think, in an open and friendly spirit.
But this kind of decision after two countries has agreement upset your military people, because base structure is one of the most important things of the strategy in the area.
It is, and it is not a happy thing that we're re-examining some of the issues that we thought were resolved. On the other hand, one understands that the Japanese have elected a new government, and new governments have a way of looking at issues anew, and you have to make some accommodation for that too. I mean, that's one of the when you have allies who are democratic, they have elections, and elections bring some changes. So I think we have to approach it with a reasonable degree of friendliness and accommodation, but I think there are people who are worried at the direction that the new Japanese government seems to be taking in these talks.
Mm-hmm. I think many people in the Pentagon, even after you left office. Actually, what kind of impact this Hatoyama decision made on military people?
I think there is a question that people have about how Japan wants to define its role in the world. And it's obviously a significant development in Japan to elect this new government. And much of the U.S.-Japanese alliance has been based on ideas that have had long continuity in Japanese politics. Now you have a discontinuity, and there's a question of what's going to happen with those ideas. And people want to know about the new Japanese government's attitude toward the alliance. It has always been, I mean, always, for decades since World War II, has been a fundamental element, the fundamental element in the security of East Asia. Does the Japanese government continue to view it that way? It's extremely important for us to know that. I think that even though we've had a change in the United States, and even though there are substantial differences between the Bush administration and the Obama administration, I don't think that question, the importance of the U.S.-Japanese alliance, has changed in the United States. It's important for us to know whether it's changed in Japan.
But whenever I talk to Pentagon military people and the Marine in Okinawa, everybody say we are in Japan to defend Japan against the invasion. And if they suspect and suspicious of Japanese sincerity or idea toward the